comics legend Bob Layton banned from Facebook and Instagram. This is pretty wild. Now, I've had a lot of friends who have had troubles on both platforms over the years. Oddly enough, I've never been popped on Facebook or Instagram. I am active on both of those, and not as much as I used to be, because it just doesn't seem to be as good of a platform for actually connecting with people as YouTube or X or anything like that. So it's kind of boomer platforms is what I think of them as. But Bob Layton is kind of a boomer, and so he's still on there. And a lot of these old legendary artists are, at least they were. Now, this is kind of crazy because Bob Layton is not like some political activist, right-wing guy or anything like that. He's a pretty like milquetoast, standard, run-of-the-mill person in comics. And so you're now seeing Facebook's stupid standards and stupid censorship go absolutely crazy, destroying it as a platform. We're going to get into this news in just a bit. Of course, I've talked with some other people who have gone and gotten banned from Facebook before, like Mike S. Miller, a legendary artist. And Mike S. Miller, who is banned from Facebook, is the cover artist for my Emerald Array graphic novel. What a transition there. Great stuff. And this is a Space Marine graphic novel, and I'm not banned from Facebook or Instagram, but I am banned from Kickstarter and Indiegogo because my commentary here is too hot. It pisses off the mainstream industry to no degree, and they don't want to be able to compete with me. And I've been getting way too popular with my comics here. And so what's been happening is they've been increasingly trying to get me deplatformed. Same people wrote to the founders of Fund My Comic to try to do the same thing, and the founders of Fund My Comic told them to buzz off, which tells me this is the platform for me and that I should support them as much as possible. Now, this is just super fun. My books are just not going to really offend anybody. Anybody left or right would absolutely love them, and that's the thing. They don't want these discovered. They don't want you to discover my books. And so they knew that my last Kickstarter was super, super successful. And so as I was building this campaign, they hit me with the ban hammer over there. And so I have this now. It's a 66-page graphic novel. I said Space Marines versus alien bug monsters, which are trying to kill all the human colonists. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of action. If you love comics, you will enjoy this. Check it out in the description below. Thank you guys so much for the tremendous support. I appreciate you for being here as we fight against censorship. And this is the real place you can do so. Help us support our channel, support our efforts here by backing our project. I appreciate you for being here. So I wrote this article this morning as well. With X becoming the platform of free speech, it looks like Meta's Facebook and Instagram continue to push censorship to new lows, with War Machine creator Bob Layton getting banned from both platforms inexplicably. Now, of course, he did a beautiful job on Iron Man back in the day. I got to give my kudos to Bob Layton here. He's a great artist. And I loved what he did on Valiant's Exo Manowar as well. I'm a big Valiant fan. If you guys don't know, I try to cover it a little bit. The new stuff's it's not that great, guys. I wanted to support. I like the Alien Books people. They seem to be nice people, but they don't seem to quite understand Valiant, and they don't seem to be really putting the resources into it to make it go, unfortunately. But the old stuff's fantastic. Exo Manowar remains one of my favorite books, and if I can get unblacklisted from the industry one day, everybody asks me, like, what books would you like to write? Exo Manowar is at the top of the list. I care about that far more than any Marvel and DC properties. So call me. My agents are waiting for you guys. I'll hold my breath. Now, Bob Layton is best known for his work on Iron Man, as I said, and Exo Manowar. And now he's been banned on Facebook. So he said, on November 22nd, I was doing my usual daily postings. I was summarily and without warning suspended from Facebook and Instagram, with Meta claiming a lack of account integrity. Now, this is a weird thing that I see a lot, too. You get people getting hit for posts and hate and violence, etc., which is all BS, too. But you see this like account integrity thing. I guess I am banned in one regard. I got hit with this not with a ban on my Facebook, but for Facebook advertising, because I was trying to advertise my newsletter and Substack, which are in the description below, by the way, to try to get people to sign up. And I got hit with an account integrity thing, which actually closed my advertising abilities on the site, which is hampered me a little bit, not much. But that is a thing that goes around Facebook. It does get hit, and there's no way out of it, and there's nobody to talk to. It's really, really obnoxious. Every time I attempted to contact them, I reached a dead end. I sent them all the documentation they requested, including my passport and driver's license. I did this with advertising too. After 24 hours, I received the notice in the attached picture. My accounts have been permanently suspended. No appeal was possible. Yep. No customer services numbers were available. I was blacklisted without any further information concerning their decision. Every attempt to download their information concerning that suspension was fruitless. It would send me to a page saying I was ineligible to download. I am broken and defeated by this arbitrary and disastrous decision by Meta. I've been using Facebook and Instagram for 20 years and have amassed close to 40,000 followers combined. Now, this is something, again, I went through this exact process with the advertising. At least I still have my accounts, I guess, but I mean, I don't use them nearly as much as I do X, because that's the spot to actually connect and have free speech these days. But those exist, and it's very maddening to go through this sort of thing, because they say you need documentation, you give them documentation, they lie, they say they don't have it, they say it's not eligible. It's just like a big circle of just like talking to an AI that just doesn't work. And this is a major problem with Meta, and they're going to have these problems going forward. As you know, I've always adhered to the strictest legal and moral standards when posting comic arts entertainment to my followers on both platforms. Like I said, he's not a controversial guy. Meta's decision to permanently disable those accounts has greatly impacted my ability to make a living, not to mention the humiliation and loss of public confidence in me. 20 years of photos and memories are lost to me forever. This has been one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my career. To my fans, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Now, Bob Layton, as a person who gets banned all the time from all sorts of different platforms, build your own platforms. This is why I push signing up for Fandom Pulse. I have this here. It's a free speech platform. I have my newsletter, delarose.com/newsletter, guys, which is in the description below. I actually give you free books for signing up. I'm building on Fund My Comic, a free speech platform, because these platforms are all like this. They all are hugely censorious. They are terrible, and it's very, very important that we connect and stay connected if we are trying to build a parallel economy and something different. I know Bob Layton's really not trying to do that, but he is trying to sell his art and his wares as an independent guy at this point, even if he's not really like, trying to push off of these corporate and actually trying to shut them down like I am. But it is something that is super important. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. I say this all to creators. Do not rely on one platform. Do not rely especially on big tech, because they just view you as things to data mine. They view you as like a product they can sell. And so once you stop being useful to them, they don't care. You're just another number to churn out. It doesn't matter to them whatsoever. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, as I mentioned, Mike S. Miller is also banned from Facebook. He is the artist of DC's Injustice, and he also uses his X account to post regular updates. I have the link in the Substack, so you can follow Mike as well. He's a great artist. And he says, I'd been on Facebook since 2005 or 6, had photos and videos of my family on there going back all that time, watching my children grow up. All I did was change my profile picture and to a no U-turn symbol, and all of those memories were instantly deleted. Permabanned for the symbol everyone sees every day because of the leftist psychopaths ruling that platform. It's not a bloody swastika. X used to be the joke. I would routinely get stifled there for free speech, but thank God Elon Musk bought that platform and gave everyone a voice. Free speech is the very foundation of freedom, which gives all others allowed to exist. God may have well used Elon Musk to save this entire planet. Ironic, since he's determined to leave it for another. Adam Hughes also complained recently that this image here, his Wonder Woman art, was banned from Facebook because it had of course, Nazi symbol in the background, and you literally can't have that even if Wonder Woman's punching Nazis. It's ridiculous, but this is how far censorship has come. This is why Meta, Facebook, and Instagram are absolutely ridiculous, and this is why, like I said, got to get on my newsletter, got to get on the Substack, and make sure to follow me on X. These are places. YouTube's not a great place either as far as censorship, but it is best not to have all eggs on one basket, and I do want to connect with you guys everywhere. And Bob Layton being banned is crazy. I'll see if I can get him in for an interview, guys. I don't know if he will, but I will try. So please check this out, guys. This is the spot. We are the alternative to the mainstream. Banned, blacklisted. They are trying to not let you find my beautiful comics because they're great. I have great art teams who love you here, who want to work with you, and who want to have your patronage, and we really appreciate you as customers especially. Grab this in the description below, only on Fund My Comic, and please do connect with me on these other platforms. This is a huge warning sign from Bob Layton. This could happen at any time, and I appreciate you guys for being there. We'll be back soon.